I don't think I have ever captured M82 with such detail. And we're not done yet. We've got a lot more time to put on this baby. What's up, guys? It's Chad. Welcome back to the Easy Astro Images channel. So glad to have you guys back here today. So as you know, we've been starting over with our entire astronomy rig. And this is my first mono camera. And boy, I can tell you, no matter how many videos you watch, or how confident you think you are in the processing, the acquisition of the data, taking the flats, or anything, you're probably not prepared. The situation could overwhelm you. So this is still just the first night and a half of data that I was playing with and showed on my previous video of the setup. I'll put a link to it that'll pop up on the screen here right now. And I've done a little bit more editing and obviously cropped in a little bit more because, I mean, hey, I could probably crop in even more because, you know, we're shooting long focal length here, about 915 with the RC6, which is just behaving amazingly well and everything has been going. And we have had like this stretch the past couple weeks where we have maybe a clear night and a half, and then maybe a couple days off, and then another like clear night and a half. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how much data of everything to accumulate. Like, I really liked the first thing I was doing when I set up the actual SAMYANG lens with Nina, where basically I would just shoot the same amount of time, everything. I had a sequence where it would take a red, a green, a blue, a luminance, a hydrogen. It would dither. I had my focus offsets and all that kind of stuff all set up. But when I redid and rage quit that and put the RC6 all back together, my shooting strategies changed. By the way, if you guys like what we do here on the channel and you want to help feed the dog and all that kind of stuff, you can hit the join button below and join the channel here for channel memberships. I want to give a big thanks to all of my recent additions, channel members and everything. And I need to work on a list and shout you guys out individually for sure. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for your support. So when I switched everything over, I threw the ASIair on there. And by the way, I did get my new ASIair, the brand new one that's not even in the States yet, from ZWO for $350, no tariffs or nothing, and it was delivered to my house in like a week. So just in case you're wondering about ordering a ZWO product that's out of stock, they got you taken care of. So anyway, the ASIair doesn't have that ability to like shoot a frame off each filter, put in offsets and everything else. So like every time it changes, it has to do an autofocus, and its autofocus is a little bit slower than Nina's. So over the course of the night, you're going to like waste a lot of time. So what I've kind of been doing is I've been dedicating nights to certain filters. Makes it easier to make flats, all that kind of stuff. But you leave yourself in a conundrum, because if I dedicate one night to shooting luminance like I did the other night, I get about, say, 6.5, 7 hours of darkness. Might as well throw out an hour because, like, you know, not everyone's going to be good. And everything is golden with clouds and stuff. But then, you know, you could go through a whole stretch and not be able to add any more HA or any more color, or maybe you don't have a luminance or whatever. And I know this is going to vary from topic to you know, different target to target. The one question that maybe some of you have an answer for is, how do you know when you have enough like color data? You know, like right now I've got 3 to 4, I got about, say, 3 hours of red, green, and blue. And then I've been piling on like HA and everything else, because of course we know that this is all HA here. And I mean, if we look at the actual luminance information, you know, you can see that the luminance just adds so much to it and everything as well. So I'm kind of having that whole conundrum of, I don't know really how long I should be shooting for each filter. You know, obviously if we had endless clear nights, I would be shooting just crazily. You know, I've seen other people talk about collecting anywhere between like 15 to 20 hours of just HA on this target, because it is a highly HA area. And you can see that stuff really coming in here when you blend in the HA and the luminance. By the way, I just did this in PixInsight with the add HA to narrowband script that's in the toolbox here. It's another thing that I'm definitely dealing with is that PixInsight, as Sky Story, my boy, has mentioned multiple times. You know, PixInsight is really good at doing a lot of things, but I really see the benefit of using something like Affinity Photo 2 or Photoshop when it comes to combining all of these different layers and stuff together, because it's kind of how you have to think about this stuff, is that you're not just dealing with like channels and smashing all this stuff together. You're kind of layering things on top of each other, and you want each layer to do something different. Like, you know, the HA layer is going to add some red, and it's only going to add it to like these different areas. Luminance is going to enhance that, and it's going to help add like details and sharpness. And, you know, when you're doing this stuff in PixInsight, you know, it's not impossible. And I know people are doing it and have done it for years, but it's definitely a little bit challenging to get all of that stuff properly done. And I'm really going to take this data when I get it all stacked up together. And that's why I'm really just focusing on this one object right now, because it's just, you know, kind of like the proof in the pudding, because, you know, there is so much that's in here, and all the different colorings and all the different, like, just pieces of everything. And each layer you can tweak so easily inside of Photoshop or Affinity Photo 2. And it's really hard to do that stuff inside of PixInsight. I mean, I'm not making it up or anything. Like, I'm just kind of seeing the benefit of it now that like I am changing the way that I'm kind of doing things. Now, you know, oh man, look at all of that structure starting to come in right there. Yeah, we definitely need to put as much time on this as possible. And I mean, I love the star spikes too with the RC6. I really like them. I think they add a lot of dimension to the picture. They don't look super horrible, but they are not bad. So it's just kind of a quick recap here of just kind of like what's going on in my brain and everything else. And I've been playing around with everything. You can actually, I just noticed you can see that kind of redid like all of my icon set over here and got rid of a lot of like processed icons that I've been using in the past and changing things around. I've been playing with GHS a little bit to kind of stretch out all these different layers, because I've actually been taking, say, for example, the luminance and stretching it into different stretch intensities. So like a lower intensity, a medium intensity, and, you know, it kind of like, all of a sudden you've got all your colors, you've got your HA, your luminance, and then you've got like 2 or 3 others on top of that. So you're dealing with like 7 or 8 panes here inside of PixInsight, and trying to find the correct way to kind of like smash them all together, you know, using something like channel combination or LRGB combination or the scripts and everything, which really do a good job for sure. But like, you know, I guess the best way to explain it is when you're spending so much time on collecting the data, the last thing I want to do is just like smash everything together. Like, I really want to like learn how to make the picture the best, and we'll be taking you guys along on that learning journey as well. Until then, you know, I'm hoping, I think Sunday night, so it's Friday night right now. Sunday night is going to be the next clear night. We've done extra luminance and extra HA. Maybe I will do like another 3 hours of HA and then another hour of each color channel. So then maybe we'll have like 4 hours of each color channel. So let me know what you guys think. Again, this is all kind of like new to me. Like, to me, when I look at that image right there, like, it's got plenty of color and there's things that we can work with, but I really don't know yet what enough color is. So appreciate all you guys. Love you all. We will talk to you in a few days. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Peace.